Hey everyone, it's Siobhan here. My video today is a review of these hair extensions from a company called abhair.com. This is the first time that I've ever reviewed a product on my YouTube channel that was sent to me by a company, and I have to admit that I was a little bit nervous about participating. Now, I've watched enough YouTube videos to know that sometimes when vloggers are being sent products for review on their YouTube channels, they're not always as honest as they should be, and it's probably because they feel obligated to give a positive review since they were being sent something that they didn't have to pay money for. And I have to admit that this was a little troublesome to me in that I've worked very hard for the respect of my viewers in the last couple of years, and I was nervous that if these came, I might not like them, and then what do I do? Do I say something good when I mean something bad? But I'm actually really happy to report that I like these a lot, and I don't really have too many negatives to tell you about. For those of you that are just stopping by my channel for the first time, or specifically listening to this video because you want to know about these hair extensions, I should mention what it is that I do here most of the time. And that is I create cosplay sort of hairstyles, cosplay, fantasy. I like things that are eccentric or old-fashioned, definitely braided. And most of the time what I do is I look at heroines in TV, film, and novels, and I copy what I see. Now that I know how to braid, it's not as hard as it might seem. I actually just look at images and kind of pick them apart. And sometimes I can nail them spot on, and then other times, because my hair length only comes to about, I guess, the middle of my back, I have to rearrange the hairstyle to sort of suit my own hair texture and length, and sometimes even color. Once in a while a style will come up and I might be able to figure it out, but it just won't look right to me, so I won't upload it. So for a while now I've kind of wanted a set of extensions for those kind of hairstyles. AB Hair reached out to me on my YouTube channel. They sent me a message and I thought about it and then accepted their proposition, and they sent me to their website and they told me to look at the kind of length that I wanted in the color, and I settled on these. And I believe that these are 28 inches, which is really long, and there are several wefts here. The package that I got, I have 5 of these single clips. I've got, whoa, I've got 1 with 4 clips, which is pretty large, and then I've got 2 with the 2 clip and 1 with the 3 clip. My first impression of the website was they had a huge variety of hair, different colors, lengths, different amounts of hair wefts, like so there were packages that would have like 1 or 2 of these, or then there'd be like a whole set, kind of like mine. And what I noticed right away when I was looking at it when it first arrived was the quality of the hair is really very nice. It's obviously treated and cleaned, and you can see that it's kind of hard to show you. I'll try and take a picture of it so you can see a little bit more up close. But the clips are super easy to put in and out. They're definitely secure. I've tried them out now. And the stitching is pretty good too. When I brushed them, I did notice that a little bit of hair came out. But that's to be expected because obviously this isn't attached to someone's head. This is sewn to a seam that is sewn onto a hair clip. I sent a receipt from AB Hair, so you obviously everybody who buys them will get a sort of like an invoice or something, and they come in like a long plastic bag. This was part of it, so they came in like a kind of a plastic carrier bag thing. And what I can say about it is kind of bent, which I thought kind of sucked a little bit just because when I took the hair out, it did have a few little creases. Not anything crazy, I mean, whatever. That was no big deal at all. There's some instructions on the back. They tell you a little bit about the hair, but you're also sent a whole little pamphlet on how to put these in and out of your hair. So if you're like a hair extension newbie like myself, then all the information that you would need is here. Of course, you can always go onto YouTube and look up videos, but I thought it was neat that they sent this too. They also sent these 2 little clips as replacement clips in case the other ones break or maybe they wear out. These are actually not that hard to find. You can find them in most beauty supply stores. You can find them on Amazon. And I don't know, I think that if you're careful enough or you take care of your extensions, you might not even need to use these, but I thought that it was cool that they brought those along. You have to kind of braid in the direction that you put them into your hair. So like if you braid up or sideways, you might end up dealing with like little bumps or something. But for the most part, these clips lie really flat to the head. The things that you might have have an issue with when you order these is you might end up finding that, for instance, when I opened them, I noticed that these were very similar to my hair type, but I actually get my hair highlighted every 2 or 3 months, and so I end up being a little bit more blonde on the top and a little darker on the underside. So what I was thinking about doing was possibly taking these with me to my salon and asking my colorist to maybe match these a little bit better to my own hair, and that is possible because these are made out of human hair. Which, of course, is a little strange at first because technically this is someone else's DNA and I'm putting it into my head. But I assure you that these are clean. They actually smell really nice. And once you get over that, they're really fun to use. Now I'm going to put these into my hair and I'm going to show you what that looks like. One of the problems I ran into when I was first putting these into my hair and learning about them was that in the back here you'd be able to see the tracks. And I don't actually know if you can see them right now, but I think I'm pretty good for now. And I have all of them in except for the one single. There were 5 of these, and I don't know why they don't send you 6 to make it even, but there are 5, so I'm only using 4 right now. Another thing to notice, I've split my hair in half and I'm kind of standing on tippy toes, is to look and see, do you think that this is blended? Well, it doesn't really look like it to me. But this is not AB hair's fault. If you are a woman who wants to wear these in your hair every day to give the illusion of having long hair, there are 2 things that you need to do. First, you need to take the hair extensions to a salon and have them match to your hair color, because even if these do turn out to be very close to your own hair tone, they probably could be closer. Secondly, you need a layered haircut. My hair is all one length, save for a few layers here at the front. The back is all one length, so it really doesn't blend very well. Look at this. It's like that blunt end and then the hair extension. Now, if I had a number of layers chopped into my hair, this would probably end up being a little bit more natural looking. However, these are also really long. They're like a good 4 inches longer than my own hair length. So for me to wear these down, they probably wouldn't look that great. But as I said, this is not AB hair's fault. This is my haircut and the extensions that I chose. However, I want to show you what it looks like when it's braided. This is the hair braided, and to save time I didn't even braid all the way to the ends, but I did definitely braid past where my hair length comes to an end. So this is all extension here at the bottom, and if you look at it, it actually looks a lot more realistic in a braid. So what I'll end up doing probably for myself is putting wefts of hair on the lower half of my head when I'm creating sort of braided updos for cosplay or fantasy hairstyle characters. Another thing you might wonder about is pricing. Yes, these were a gift to me. I didn't have to pay any money for them, but would I shop on AB Hair and spend the money for these hair extensions? I would. And I can tell you this because as someone who lives in New York and has access to dozens and dozens of wig and extension hair shops, I've been in a number of them and I have checked out the prices. So you can buy things for $50 here in New York and it can go up to a couple thousand, and it really sort of depends on a number of things like the length, the amount of hair, the color of the hair, the quality of the hair, how many wefts you're buying, what kind of a wig it is, who did the stitching, etc., etc. So I really can't give you like a set price in terms of like what an average set of hair extensions would cost, but I think that looking at the pricing on AB Hair, everything looks relatively reasonable. After all, you are investing in something that should last for a while if you take care of it. And that's another thing, to take care of these things, I don't really think that you need to wash them all that much. If you're somebody who uses a lot of hair product, then maybe you might think about toning it down when you're wearing things like this. There is some instruction on hair care that came with it, which I showed you at the beginning of the video. And for me personally, I'm probably going to end up using just like some sulfate-free shampoo, and they suggest that you don't brush these while they're wet, which makes a whole lot of sense. A lot of us don't even brush our own hair when it's wet. We wait till it dries so we don't rip it or split it. In conclusion, would I recommend these to a friend? Yes, I would. The product is great. I found that the hair was really nice quality. The clips were great. They go in and out so easily. The company was incredibly pleasant to work with. And as a courtesy to my subscribers for watching this video, they gave me a discount code, which is exciting because I've never had a discount code in a video before. And it's my name, Siobhan S15, and it's 15% off the entire website. So definitely go and check it out. Maybe you'll come across a set that you like, that you can afford. And I hope you enjoyed my review, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!